Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab. What I do, what I do for you. Oh, I got a nice one for you today. Hope you enjoy this one. I enjoyed putting it together, so when I do that, I think it's gonna be a hit. So let's rock. Right, is 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. I put a message, the story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. We got a good thing going. I appreciate you. Let's rock. Right thinking mission. And I'm on it. Glad to be. Appreciate it. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking is way of life, and that's what it is. Through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission, to get you to do just that. All right thinkers should know themselves, and my mission is to get all those who claim to be right thinkers. I'm initiating you to in the order right thinking philosophy, and your goal end game is to know thyself. Let's go. The question: do you know you? It's okay, because if you don't, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. Let's go. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. It hurts, but you gotta do what you gotta do. A person who knows not and knows that they know not, oh, you got to teach them. Why? They simple, they teachable, they want to be taught. They know what they don't know, so you give them that. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep spiritually. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons, they reside in you. Right? Think, know thyself. To Maya, be true always. Today, right thinkers, speaking of Maya, let's talk about why judgment is done at the end of life, not during. I forgot to put life at the end. I just put the end, but at the end of life. Really? Yeah. So let's talk about these judgmental people. It's a lot of y'all. So let's talk about it, because you need to understand, judging here ain't your job. All right. We are all, understand this, spiritual beings here to have a human experience. For most or all of us is to learn a lesson. What every individual lesson they here to learn ain't none of my concern. I had to learn mine. I did. I'm good to go. I'm punching out. I ain't coming back. When you go through life and don't make that transformation, you don't make that change, you don't wake up and know yourself, you're doomed to be reincarnated. But it won't be you. It'll be the spirit that once was in you going somewhere else because you didn't do your job. So you are done, called dying to death. So moving on. Let's go. Quick lesson. All us being human or spiritual, having human experience in how we live our lives from the time we born, come out that portal I call our mothers, and we cut that cord, the umbilical cord, and we become into the world. From that point on to the day that they cut the lights off, and you will be judged at that point in time. Other than that, let the judges cease. To those who had them jobs to judge, those who are in a position to judge. Only position, only job you should be in to judge is yourself. And when I get done, hopefully you'll understand that concept. Let's go. I see a lot of ignorant, mostly religious people passing judgment on what? Non-religious people. Christian passing judgment on the Muslim. Muslim passing judgment on the Jew. Jew passing. So that's all ignorant. All of it. I'm not calling nobody out when I say ignorant. An ignorant person is somebody who don't know something. And obviously what they talk about when they're talking, passing judgment, they don't know. So they should not do that. And that's why I'm telling them ignorant. Not knowing something, you should not make an assessment or really not a judgment about it. So moving on. That's the concept. And I see a lot of that going on. That's We should stop that first of all. I don't practice no religion. I don't rag on none of them. I respect all of them. I just don't practice them. You don't have to practice something to respect it. You ain't got to respect something. No, it's your choice. I don't practice it, but I respect those who do. Moving on. Why? Because I have something that I practice, that I teach, and I expect to be respected for that. And those who partake in it understand those who don't. All you got to do is respect it. You ain't got to do nothing else. I don't disrespect yours, but moving on. Now, watch this. If you have children, excuse me, you don't judge them. Why? You teach and love them so that they can be better human beings for themselves. You teach them, you discipline them, you give them the right things and teach them right from wrong. That's parenting. Passing judgment. You ain't gonna be this, you ain't gonna be that. That's not parenting. And in life, any child that has dreams and aspirations to be or do whatever should not be deterred by an adult. Most forces, your parent, you ain't gonna be this, you ain't gonna do that. This is bad. So that's the bad thing. Watch this. Now, a judge in that position has the final call. When you go to court, you can say what you want. They can say what they want. We hand over to somebody who can make that decision. So in life, when you live in your life, watch this. But when you have somebody in that position, he's going to have to make the final call based on what? The info that he received from you, if you're the defendant or you're the prosecutor. Y'all going to state your case, he'll make decisions. So in life, you have a decision to make. You will be judged. They call it Judgment Day for a reason. And their concept was you are judged against the conscience of your heart, against the feather of my eye. And the one way you can lighten or purify your heart is through good deeds, righteous living. That's what I teach you how to do. So you can escape Judgment Day with knowledge of self. That's the concept. That's my ticket. That's my mission. Let's go. Now, who do you think would be the best judge of you during the course of your life? Who? God. God. Well, God. Hey, hey, hey. Slow down. You know what I mean? You are the judge of you. And if you don't understand that, then watch this. Let me show you real quick. This head, the conscience up here, it functions in the living body. The heart conscious, it just stores information. So when this body ceases to exist, they don't need the brain. They didn't even care about the brain, the conscious up here. They worried about the one that's in the heart. And that was thousands of years ago. I've been professing that. I've been teaching that. I love it. Why? I get the concept, and that's what I'm going with. So I ain't got a problem with that. So what I do, lighten my heart, purify my heart. So when it comes to that, my turn, I know what I'm doing. When now, modern man, physics to figure out now that the heart has a conscious that hold more information, store more data than the conscious brain. So Egyptians knew that a long time ago. That's my point. And moving on. So only person in position to judge you. Bingo. Moving on. Good point. You are, watch this, judge when? After death, not during your life. People gonna judge you, yeah. I was judged, found guilty for dealing drugs. I was served time by a judge. The last thing I wanted to do was to go for that judge again. To have him give me another sentence for doing that. So once is enough. So I got that lesson in life. You need to take the one shot deal. Why? You only get one go around at it. And if you get the chance to redeem that mess up, please take advantage of it. You might not get a third. So take the second one and do your best. Cool. Watch this. Look at your life as a courtroom, on trial. And you're being human. In the end, judgment is going to be made on how you lived your life. Don't care. Shut up. No, not. Just give me a heart. Just give me a heart. What? Just give me the heart. That's where God dwells. That's the truth. That lying man is in the heart. Up here don't mean nothing. You can trick me with this one. You can't get me with that one. So that's why they judge it. And that's where the conscious is spelled CONSCIOUS. This conscious, The heart conscience is spelled conscience, which is scientifically proven. Now, modern science proved that too also. So let's go. We can trust what we were taught by our ancient ancestors that I can vouch for. Let's go. Now, I tell you, your heart will speak for you when? At Judgment Day. I'm telling you, I love that. Why? All that jibber jabber, all that analyzing, no, it means nothing. If you don't live, do, and be right, you will have a heavy heart. It's just that simple. So, how you purify your heart? I tell you, live right. How you get the Kundalini serpent? Live right. They both activate the same way. So, there you go. Moving on. Now, here you go. God gave you free will, right? And that's the conscious. That's one up here. He dwells here, and that's why he said, I will be with you to the end of time. At Judgment Day is the end of time. Party's over, he's still with you, and he's going to speak for you from the heart. Okay? So, he gave us free conscience, free will, which is conscious. And what that's for? To use to what? To know who you are, aka him also. Thyself. Knowing thyself is the reason, the purpose for us reincarnated in the physical form. Whatever lesson you need to learn, you need to get enlightened so you can pass that test at the end of time. If in life, or if you don't do what? The right thing, and you know thyself before death, you will be okay. Why? Enlighten your heart. All you need to do is get knowledge of self. Know thyself. And that's the ticket. Why? You ain't got to do nothing fancy. Just know you and God are one. Find God. Had that but God moment. Had an epiphany like I did. Had a conversation where he gave me marching orders, and I'm laughing to this day. I got to laugh because I bring tears to my eyes to think about it. That's how powerful it is. When you make that contact, you know, you ain't got to fake it. You ain't got no. That's between you and him. So all that trying to prove to other people, I ain't tried one time to try to show you, prove you how me and God is. Not my job. I want to get you to him for yourself. I already got him. So that's my goal. That's my mission. Watch this. Now, we all are human. So we're not, and we can't judge no one who other than yourself. You got that one right to pass judgment on you. Okay? And you reserve that right to win at the end when it's all said and done. Not during. You can go up and down. If I passed judgment on me when I was young, look what that. That's what you are. That's what you're going to be. Nope. Look at me now. So things can change. Let's go. Not always for the better. Some things get bad. You can be good and then, so let's go. The only one, understand this, you judge is you. Do you know that, or did you know that? Let me spread it to you right quick. Again, I'm trying to break that down so you should be familiar with the concept by now. When I say I don't give a about anyone other than myself, please believe me and understand that. Why? Because I can only do for me. I can't do nothing for you. I can teach you, I can enlighten you, but I can't do nothing for you, man. Everything I do is for me. Everything you do is for you. I can speak for myself. I ain't got no problem with that. I can help you along the way. That's what I do for you. But I can't do no more. When I say that people get offended, when I say that, people get offended. And personally, again, I got to let you know, I don't care. Again, I care about moi. Call me selfish, no, that's not. Let's see, I know I ain't egotistical. That was egotistical. Now I'm doing it from a concept of spiritually enlightenment, so I know who I am now. I ain't no, well, no. I'm good. When you have, watch this, your stuff together, you can see those who what, who don't. And they just want to judge and judge. Why? Because there's not. So they think they gives them the right to cast judgment on other people. That's where they fall short at. A lot of them. And most of y'all claim to be religious. More. understand that no, you just like anybody else. You like that nosy neighbor. Yeah, look at him over there, talking about how people back and gossiping. You're no different. Okay, stop judging. Judge yourself. How about that? Mike say, start with the person in the mirror. When you start judging that person, when they get to the point where they got no more flaws and they don't reach perfection, now you can go out and work on somebody else. Until then, work on you. That's what I do. When you do what you supposed to do, again, for you, to you, by you, do you care about who judges you? I don't. You don't have the right to judge me. You can have an opinion, you can have all that, but you don't have the right to judge. Nobody do. But when it's your turn, that's when you should be ready to judge. When self-judgment is practice. That's right thinking philosophy, part of right thinking philosophy, part of my yacht. You will what? Correct who? Yourself. Start with you first. Man in the mirror. Or one man in the mirror. But you should start pointing the finger at you first. Don't point somewhere else. Point it here first. Okay. Now, when you will correct yourself. Now, if you judge yourself, that's what you're supposed to do. You should be your worst and your best critic, your biggest fan and your worst critic. Why? Keep it real with yourself. Because other people see, moving on, let me get this thing out the way. I see the clock is running. All right, let me wrap this up. Judging others, and this is what a lot of us do, is not your job. Judging yourself is. That's the job you should be working on, by working on yourself, by bettering yourself, improving yourself on a day-to-day basis, because that time is going to come and you will be held accountable. Let's go. Who gave you the right to judge others? God gave you the right to judge self. Okay, leave the others up to the others. No one say you don't have that right. No, no, no. Only right you got is to judge you. Trust me. Remember the glass house theory. If you ain't perfect, stop talking about somebody else. We can see your flaws is also. So don't judge others by their flaws is. You got some too that we can see. That's obvious. So back it up. If you judge anyone other than yourself, you're wrong. Stop. Moving on. I ain't going to entertain that one. During ancient time, watch this. If you was in position of judgment or an authority figure, you had to earn that position by being judged before you get there. If you are in a position to judge, that means you did something right and do your job. Be trusted to do that. That's what we need more than. We got judges that ain't good people, but they judging other people. See, that the pot called the kettle black. That's not fair. Remember, no, did that one. Okay, Maya explains what Judgment Day. After the end of this life, you will be judged, and you are the judge of you. Okay. Well, God, no. It's gonna be you. Okay. Anybody gonna get judged? It's gonna be you. Moving on. Last one. Wrapping up. The way to pass judgment at the end, aka Judgment Day, is what? Live right during this life. We have the blueprint to follow, and I did it, and it works to achieve. And our ancestors did it for thousands of years. It worked for them as a society. I'm just using it as one person. I got a few people following, and they're working with it, and it's using it. They're using it. It's working for them. So we know it still works to this day. All right. We have religions to follow, but all of them, what need what? They gonna need to be judged no matter what religion you profess, no matter who you claim. At the end of the day, you're gonna have judgment too. Nobody escapes that. Okay? I make decisions, not judgments. I can observe and see what I need to see and say what I see. I'm not judging you by telling the truth about you. That's not. I'm not slandering your name. I'm just telling you about you. I can do that from what I see. Okay, so don't get offended when somebody tell you about you and well, nope, call me a liar, prove me wrong. Other than that, shut up. If you observe something, and that's what I do, your discernment and your discretion lets you know if it's right or wrong. It's just that simple. It ain't hard to see wrong. Your concerns, should be with what? Thyself. The first and foremost, live right. And only thing that's going to get you past judgment day is you. You can't rely on, no. It's you. Moving on. Last one. Don't worry about judging others. No. Start with yourself. I judge me. Do you? That's the lesson. Hope you got it. I'm out.